2-0. Hoping that I can go for a sweep. You know, I'd love to just 4-0 and play 4 games, get this over with. It is already 1:20 right now at night. 2 100 game winners. Okay, so I guess my... No, I did have Kluber starting game 1, didn't I? I honestly don't know. We'll see. I know I had Urania up there, so we'll see. We got home field advantage too. We're down 1-0 here in the 5th. Top of the 5th only, so good time to get things going here. Hoping the... Oh, I don't get the call. Why don't I get the call?
30 years ago, the Oakland A's were in the World Series for the 3rd straight year. They hadn't returned to the sport's biggest stage since then, but here they are in the 2020 Fall Classic.
Nothing beyond that? Oh, was that a delay? Fuck. I'm having more soundbar issues than usual lately.
He's out.
Fuck. I think there's a little delay. I'll find out when I'm hitting.
Now batting.
I think there's a little delay again.
Justin Turner.
Oh, there definitely is. Okay, so I've got to do the same thing I did earlier. Save and exit in case this turns off when I turn off my TV. The plan is... Here's what I have to do. To take my TV, change the input to a different HDMI setting, let it sit for a second, and turn it off. And hopefully my console stays on. Doesn't always happen, though. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And again, we're still on, which is beautiful. So I'm going to let that sit for a second because the soundbar just turned off. And then 3, 2, 1. Turn it back on. Switch my HDMI back to where I was for my PlayStation. Let the soundbar kick on. Oh, the HDMI just changed itself. That's fine. Put that there. Okay. Should be in the clear. To get back in and just jump right to it. Could tell when Turner fouled that ball off. Which I mean is nice, you know, I was able to figure this out sooner.
So let's check in with our field reporter Heidi Watney, who spoke earlier with some players from both sides about what it means for them to be playing in the World Series.
MJ had Pippen, LeBron had Wade, Kobe had Shaq, Carmelo Anthony had, and it's a picture of J.R. Smith looking high and dumb as fuck.
They absolutely dominated on their way here by sweeping the LCS in 4 games, and that has them feeling ultra confident about their chances in this Fall Classic. However, a number of the players acknowledge that the guys in the other dugout are going to be just as hungry for
lollipop.
World Championship.
Don't be a rooster lollipop.
So they know they are going to be tested every step of the way in this series.
Stepping in, Justin Turner flied out in his first at-bat, so making him 0 for 1 so far.
Nice. I don't think there was a delay there. She's perfect. If this shit keeps up, I've still got my old soundbar right behind me. I never even moved my subwoofer from that soundbar. I might have to hook that back up. Like, this soundbar, when it works, is a little bit better. Definitely better bass. The surround sound is not nearly as good as I thought it would be. I have to still tinker with that a little bit. And maybe still just bite the bullet. Hook my old one back up and get rear speakers for it.
But the World Series for the 3rd straight year. They hadn't returned to the sport's biggest stage since then, but here they are. Well, the play's been made, and that retires.
I wasn't going to be able to hear if there was more to that this time around, I guess. But oh well. Whatever. We got to get this offense going. We're up against Walker Buehler here. One of the best pitchers in the game, period. Real life and in this game.
Hit on the ground out to short.
Good slider. That's one thing that's an issue with saying in the game, because like I could be talking about the game itself or like the game of baseball. In this case, it applies to both. Walker Buehler is the best, one of the best in the game itself and in the game of baseball.
Drilled right back up the middle.
Damn.
And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Steven.
I mean, this offense lit up Minnesota and then did do the job against Cleveland for the most part. So we know the offense is there, even against good pitching. Cleveland had top 3. LA's got number 1, though. I think we had number 2, I believe. No, we had number 3. I think
Now
Cleveland had
batting,
number 2.
catcher, Austin.
I think.
Allen.
Top offense against top pitching. Damn it, dude. That looked like a hanging curve and ended up being a slider that stayed up.
And the inning is over.
Okay.
Now at the plate, Gavin Lux. 0 for 2 for him
Leading
so
off for
far.
the Dodgers,
He's flied out and popped
the
out.
second baseman,
Here's a cold
number
strike
9.
about
All right, Kluber,
high.
let's get it
Nothing's
together here. Well, giving up 1 run, so Kluber's definitely doing his job. 1 run ain't shit. You know, obviously, when you're facing a pitching staff as good as LA's, it hit the 1 run is a world of difference, and their offense too, for that matter. But still, you know what I mean? Like, 1 run is a lucky solo shot at any point in time. Getting out is game tired, you know, or the least of manufacturing. You don't have to manufacture 2-3 runs. You know, you can get lucky and get 1 type deal. So you're definitely as in the game as possible. When only down 1. Obviously, a lot of what I just said is implied, but still. I'm tired, hungry, but damn it, I want to play because I haven't really been able to.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The center fielder, number 3.
After tomorrow, and even then tomorrow won't be as busy, but after tomorrow, you know, a busy weekend, Memorial Day weekend.
He's just 1 for 6.
Even with everything going on, still a busy weekend. I don't remember what I did Friday. I think I did anything Friday. I think I did this Friday. Or I played Apex. Played a lot of Apex. I think that was Friday. Yesterday, I was at my cousin's house.
High in the air down the right field line.
Just with them a lot.
And foul.
And then
here's another 0-2.
Today, a lot of family stuff.
High and deep down the left field line.
Bike ride.
And this will not
it was exhausting bike ride, like 6-7 miles, but bike ride. Also at my aunt's.
Strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are
tomorrow I gotta bring someone to an airport.
Up next to the
and
the designated hitter.
go to my aunt's again, at least for a little bit. Probably go for a drive if it's nice out, since I didn't do that the last couple of days. I think I did that Friday.
That's taken. Now it's
That's what I
0-2.
did.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really
Oh, okay. See, I agree with that being a ball, but call it
1-2
consistently.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano.
Lineup over. Let's get something going. Top of the lineup to up here in the 6th.
Number 22.
God, his pitch count's low too. I gotta start focusing on that.
Right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Damn it,
Hard
dude.
on the ground to second. He's right there.
I'm so sick of just ground out after ground out after ground out when it seems like. I mean, I get that that's obviously like that happens a
Now
lot.
batting,
Still,
the second baseman,
fuck.
Marcus.
Good pitch to hit. Good
Jimmy,
contact.
yeah.
Nope, just right to the second baseman though.
And ball 1-0. Lifted into center
Damn.
field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 20.
So now it's Mark Hanna.
Another thing that I think I hate more than all these routine groundouts, especially double plays,
Here comes the first
is
pitch.
the Matt Olson situation I've been having, where like
Had him lunging
fucking
out
wow.
of the zone, and that's strike 1.
where he hit it's a utmost, you know, one of the best power hitters period, like 98, 99 power, going both against righties and lefties, and he flies out like an inch from the wall. Like if he hits the ball even just like another inch or two deeper, it's either gone or at least off the wall. His fucking cutter is insanely good right now. It's breaking almost as much as the slider, but then the slider breaks even more like last second with almost as much velocity.
One ball, two strikes.
Dude's got a fucking 97-mile-an-hour fastball and then a knuckle curve that comes in 10 miles an hour slower. With solid break.
I got the count.
I think there was a fucking 98-mile-an-hour two-seamer. Fuck me. Good break on that. Pitch counts. This is only his 50th pitch too. I'm fucked. He's gonna be in here for a while. All right, we got a hit off him. See, I'm getting him for some singles. I need to get him for singles put together.
Now batting.
Matt Olson has gone cold since the Minnesota series. We need his bat to wake up. All right, back-to-back singles. See, I have to get perfect contact on a power swing, on a absolute monster power hitter, on a fastball in the middle of the zone. Ground ball. I just got lucky that it found its way through. That's bullshit to me. To me, that's the game fucking me. But Chris Davis just tied this game up. And Matt Olson taking the extra base. Chris Davis coming through again.
Now batting. Third baseman. Matt.
See, we just put the singles together. That's all we need to do. Nah, it's not going to drop. It looked like it was for a second, but like off the bat, it looked like it was going to fall in. All right, we're tied up now. This Kluber-Buehler battle continues.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard.
Kluber's pitch count is relatively low for this part in the game. It's just not as insanely low as Walker's is.
I got the count 1 and 2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Good cutter.
Struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs.
Now batting.
Like one thing, I'm not gonna lie. Like as much as I like, you know, having a little challenge but not a lot for these runs, and then obviously I'm gonna do my beginner run and have 0 challenge and just try to swing for the fences as much as possible. I do wish I could have like some competitive series. Like obviously, as I go into the better teams, that's like the exact opposite's gonna happen. It's gonna get easier as I go. But like I'd love to have like a series go 6-7 games, not necessarily 7, because then I'd have to play the full game. But like it'd be awesome to have like a 6-game series and see starting pitchers a second time around. Not out of necessity, like you know, seeing my guys out there, like seeing like a Trevor Bauer get 2 starts in the World Series, like after what he did in the LCS, or like you know a 5-game LCS, a 4-game LDS, like a 6-game, you know, whatever. Not you know constantly having postseasons where I lose 1 game through no fault of my own, for that matter. Like I don't know. Maybe I'll do a run on a more difficult setting. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do that with the better teams. Ooh. I don't know if that's going to get out, but that was definitely solid. Nice, Trevor Story. Trevor Story has been living up to his potential big time. In the postseason, at least. He didn't have the best regular season, but I'm glad I traded for him still. This is why right here. The trade deadline acquisition showing up when it matters. In October, which I guess in turn is making up for Matt Olson's absolute shrinkage since the division series. We've got a 2-1 lead now, which means, you know, I'm going to look at my bullpen and say, coming up on the 8th inning, I'm going to warm up Soria and Hendricks to just have them in case I need them. I might stick with Cleveland for the 8th, I'm not sure. Damn, that was a good pitch to hit. I could have done more with that if I had a better header up. But Piscotty, go for 2, baby. More extra base hits, dude. This team's slugging percentage is going to be insane.
Up next for Oakland.
That's it for Buehler. Wow. They pulled him already. I mean, I know they got a good bullpen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But still.
attention please. Now pitching for Los Angeles. Number 2.
I'm wondering if I'm going to see Blake Treinen here at any point in the series, at least here because of the former A. Also, if Blake Treinen could be anything like 2018 Blake Treinen, that's scary. He's got a good arm. I'm not going to try and take third. I am.
He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third.
Thank God that throw was offline. If it was online, it's going to be very close, but I'm going to say he would have been out. But that's a high-risk, high-reward move right there.
Number 22.
Right now, it might pay off if Laureano can get a ball out of the infield.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, Laureano, you just fucked me.
That's the second out.
I mean, I guess it could still pay off if I get a little, like, up-the-middle single right here or something. Because Piscotty would not score from second on a shallow ball.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
No swing.
And a check swing.
It's close, but that's the right call.
No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one.
It's really hard to tell if you've won or not from this perspective. But
that's inside. 2-0.
I'd honestly maybe think about pitching around Simeon. If he goes, he goes. And then if you end up putting him on, walking Canada to face Olsen because Olsen's just nothing right now. You know, so he's not biting. I would just, you know, throw one up there, let him reach base, intentionally walk Canada, get the force anywhere, and Matt Olsen will ground out with ease or routine fly out.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul.
That was almost a good one to hit.
3-1. Here it is.
That was a good one to hit.
High drive into left center field.
You shouldn't have did that.
But he can't get it as it's off the wall.
It's the extra base hits, man. It's these doubles. These doubles and these homers.
The left fielder, number 20. Mark.
You can't keep this offense down. You cannot. You have to get your offense supercharged as well, which is hard to do against our pitching. This offense is lethal. Okay, I'm gonna stick with Kluber and give him a base runner leash. One base runner. If anyone gets on base beyond it, he's gonna be done. So he needs a 1-2-3.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do.
Or if anything looks like dangerous here, like if he looks like he's all of a sudden super gassed, missing his spots, velos down, whatever.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9
right now,
for him in the game.
He's looking all right.
Ready with
the batter,
pitch. Here it comes.
the third baseman, Justin
Turner.
Ball one, no strike.
As he looks at ball one.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
I'm hoping whatever my next team is, which I want to say. Oh, God, Olsen, that drifted on you. But that's the diamond defense, Matt Olsen. Ah, what's the next team? I think the next team is
Will Smith.
I think Cincinnati.
In front here is this one.
I don't know. I'm hoping that like when I'm playing as teams that still need starting pitching, which I would say Cincinnati does, like they're a more offensive than pitching team. Definitely need starting pitching. But either way, like when I get to teams that need starting pitching, that I can get other options besides Kluber or Eduardo Rodriguez.
Leading off,
Like, obviously, I understand that you're not going to get like
the first baseman,
Max Scherzer. I got lucky because usually the Nationals aren't sellers. But, like you're obviously going to get the sellers. Like the Red Sox are probably going to be a selling team. Stuff like that, or like the people from the Giants, Samardzija and Cueto. Like, give me someone different. I like the variety. But ooh, against the shift. If only that weren't a routine flyout still.
And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for route number 1.
Sucks, cause Matt. I'd say honestly, I have at least 3 like legitimate candidates for #1 MVP, not just top 3, but like legitimate MVP candidates. If not 4, even maybe 5. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I know that Davis, Laureano, and Olsen all had insane years, and then Chapman and Simeon not too far behind.
Bouncer to the left side. And there are 2 away now.
Okay, I'm definitely going to go to Hendricks for the 9th, though. I'm not going to give any leash to Kluber. He's done.
Now
He's
batting, third baseman,
digging in now,
Matt
Chapman. It was
Chapman.
a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it.
Matt Chapman has just been coming up in the postseason. You know, not like crazy, like unheard of. Like Chris Davis, I'd say, is getting there. But like these two here, Chapman and Story, have been really stepping up in the absence of Matt Olson.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story.
Same with Austin Allen, my catcher. He's been insane all of a sudden. Like, Olsen was great in the LDS series, as far as I remember. Like, these two are just getting hits. They're just getting on base. They're getting hits. They're keeping the lineup moving. Piscotty has been able to run into one or two. He's gotten a couple of solid hits. A couple of doubles. I think he's got 2 home runs as well. Like, his average isn't there, but, like, that when he gets a hit, it's usually a good one.
Yep, that ball went out.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball.
I'd love to get at least one more insurance run
so
here.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. On the
Nah, not gonna happen.
On to first,
oh.
And the A's
well.
failed to cash in here.
That's fine. We got 2-run lead with one of the best closers in the game. And on top of that, too, like, all of a sudden had, like, really great pitching. Like, Sean Manaea, great all year. He's been the only guy that, like, from start to finish was great for my rotation. Other guys, like, everyone else, like, what's his name? I gotta look at my, Frankie Montes. He got better. He started off terrible, but he worked his way back there. Urania was great from the time I got him onward. Bauer struggled a little bit, but he started to come around. And then Corey Kluber really was pretty good from when I picked him up, but his numbers weren't good when I got him. Luzardo hovered in the area. Mengden wasn't really that good. These two were terrible. These two were... He was all right. He was really good, a lot better than expected. And then him, Soria, and Hendricks, unreal. So, like, really the pitching came back around.
Swing and a little blooper to center.
Nice.
He gets there and makes a
I feel like I need to say something about Sean Murphy and Tony Kemp. They were my initial bottom of the lineup before I traded for Story and before Austin Allen took over the day-to-day catching job. And really, those two were... Though, if I didn't replace those two, I would have been just as fine, I'm sure. Maybe the offense would have been a little less supercharged, but they were definitely, like, for 8-9 hitters, you'll take that any day of the week.
Ball, that's in.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And
Game 1 in the books. 1-0.
First blood has been drawn in this World Series, and guys, what have we learned?
I feel like I should go take a Zyrtec, but I don't want to get up right now.
This series is going to take, that really rides on the Game 2 result. If they can do it again tomorrow and go up 2-0, they'll become heavy favorites to raise the trophy. But we could also be heading into Game 3 at a new venue, even at 1 apiece. So really, we'll know a lot more after Game 2.
Oh, I just got Urania too. Cool, nice. Wasn't paying attention. See if we can take a 2-0 lead. So far, scoreless heading into the top of the 6th. Trevor Bauer holding it down.
So the A's talked to our own Heidi Watney before the game. Heidi, what's the state of this team headed into this upcoming Game 2?
Matt, there's no doubt they're riding high after coming out on top in Game 1, but that doesn't have these players or coaches feeling more at ease about this game or the rest of the series. Sure, it's nice to get the first of 4 wins out of the way, but many players told me they have to bring the same level of focus, intensity, and execution.
Come on, Bauer. Oh, I don't like these yellow jerseys, but I think it is a good time for them to win the World Series.
Oh!
Will.
See, it's not always rainbows and kittens when I come in and intervene, and it's not like I come in and all of a sudden things are going to get better. First pitch, and now we're down.
The batter, number 9.
You know, overall, I'd say that when I come into a game, I impact it positively for my team, but not always the case. Yeah, see, I just gave up a home run and a double.
Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into
Thought about going to 3 on that one. What the hell?
Yeah. Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So
now
this is a big moment
the
in
center
this game.
fielder.
If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Also, it will have been 2 weeks since I returned from my little Alabama trip in less than 24 hours. I got home at about 11 p.m. my time 2 Mondays ago. So, assuming that I don't show any signs between now and then of having any sort of current pandemic infection, that means I will have made it through the 2 week period with no issues. 2 week dormancy, if that's even a word. I just made it a word. I'll be clear.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Which would be very nice to know and have happen.
Grounder hit
Come
hard
on, Bauer.
first baseline.
You get the strikeout.
This is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Man had 20 strikeouts in his last start.
I got to count 2-2. Line, but speared on a hop.
Yeah, take your sweet ass time hopping and skipping around there, Matt. You could have thrown it to the other Matt.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Mookie Betts is your DH. See, that's why I can't wait to play as the Dodgers, so I can actually.
That is the biggest change in the game today for me.
Oh my God, dude! If that throw didn't pull him off the bag or off the plate, he gets the out, and it's a 1-run game still with a runner at first. But now
first baseman, Max.
Ball to second. This could be
whatever.
One there. Relay to Olsen. They turn
so either way, that if we got the out at first, yeah, it ended up working itself out. Kershaw's on the mound. Okay. Down 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Not good.
Things not looking very good so far on this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down.
Ah, fucking Corey Seager. Is that even Corey Seager?
Now
That
batting,
is fucking
left
Corey
fielder.
Seager. We don't have a single hit? Oh my God.
And stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
I don't feel as locked in and focused as usual.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been
Oh my God,
to
dude.
swing at a
Fucking
lot of
Kershaw,
pitchers'
what are you
pitches
doing?
so far.
0-2. Here it comes.
Wow, dude.
For a called third strike, and there are
Couldn't do
two guys
anything
now.
with any of those.
So stepping
Now
in,
batting,
Austin Allen.
the catcher, Austin
Pitch to the
Allen.
at-bat on its way. And this is hit hard to the right
His bat
side.
goes through the zone relatively quick. I think the fastest bat I've had to deal with is Randall Grichuk last year. I had to like
Kershaw's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way.
wait
Swing
for
and
the
a
pitch,
liner.
and of course,
Well,
so
this'll find
I had
the
to accommodate
shortstop
for that
glove
so
for the
much and like
third out
adjust
of
myself whenever Grichuk came up to the plate. Because it's just his bat seemed like it went so fast through the zone that if I swung, it was always going to be early because of how fast he was going.
Hey, I'm surprised
it didn't look like a swing to me at all, but all right. I mean, I'm going to take it.
Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Got him. So he's down on
nice.
For the second time.
What many strikeouts Bauer had in his LDS start? If he had it, did he start a game in the LDS? I don't think he did. No, he had to have because it went 4 games. No, actually, I don't think he did. Did he? I think he pitched the game we lost. And Luzardo was already on the mound. There was one game where Luzardo was already on the mound and I lost. What the fuck? How do I not get that call, dude?
On a good pitch there, had a stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language.
Eighth for effort.
He's on top of executing a nasty
I had to think about going to the bullpen in the 8th, but I might still stick with Bauer if he can get out of this right now. Definitely slow you down.
Very something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You say a fillet of fish?
That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
0 for 2 for him. To
that's only out number 2. Shit, I thought that was the 3rd out.
There to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting.
That was a bad pitch.
Justin.
I'll take it out there. I thought for sure that was going to end up in a bad place.
Nope, that's down.
Okay, not so much there.
This is a spot you really don't want to
good
be in
cutter.
Count is 2 and 1.
Try even more break.
But you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Slow grounder to first.
Oh, okay. Don't take it yourself.
Got it.
Gets him, and the side is retired.
Oh, she got up early. She can get
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Bottom of the inning now.
Leading off for the A's, the center fielder, number 22.
The fact that we don't have a single hit yet.
This game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
I feel like when I'm more locked in, I'm very tunnel vision on the zone. I don't blink as much. It's weird and probably not good, but I'm not feeling that right now. Hey, land! Yes, there's our first hit.
For extra bases, and there goes the no-hitter.
Of course, it's an extra base hit too. Slugging percentage. Nice though.
Now batting, second baseman.
Simeon have a little bit more power.
Simeon.
You get into the 7th inning, Dero. As a pitcher, you start looking
get back.
What might happen.
Oh, we actually got back before the ball was caught for once. Usually I'm fucking hammering R1, holding it with all my might to no avail.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor.
This is the other reason I trade for Story. Big bat against lefties.
From the stretch, Trevor Story.
Like Olsen and Davis can hit, and can to an extent, can hit lefties for power, but not so much contact. Story can, both ways, and with speed. Perfect number 3 guy for lefties.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately.
And he's familiar with NL teams, West Coast teams for that matter.
2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-0 pitch on the way.
Damn it, got the high fastball, but it was a little too high. That was a great pitch to fool me with.
Ball 3.
That was almost a really good pitch. I mean, it was a good pitch, but I was somehow able to hold back on that.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Damn it. I shouldn't have swung at that.
He's out number 2.
Come on, Olsen. I need you to wake the fuck up. One of these days you're going to come out and explode, and I need that to be now.
Now in the Oakland half of the 7th.
Olsen.
Power-hitting first baseman Matt Olsen.
This guy's been way too cold lately. I need that streak to end.
Kershaw comes set. Here's the pitch.
Hey, we'll take it. got us on the board. He came through. And they're going to pull Kershaw just off of that. Wow.
Designated hitter. Chris.
I'm thinking about sending Bauer out for the 8th still. They pulled him with the lead. Wow.
So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is
after just 1 run. And how many hits? That was this was our... We only have 2 hits. We got our first 2 hits in the entire game this inning. They pulled. Wow, that's Dave Roberts for you, though. Surprising. Damn it, it'd be even more Dave Roberts if I hit that home run. If I got that out. That was a good pitch to hit, too. Splitter that stayed way up in the zone. Yeah, I'll give Bauer the 1. His pitch count's low, and he's 6 hits, 2 runs. That's not terrible. Like, that's not bad. Like, it's obviously not good. Like, if your team's not in it still. Oh, yeah, okay. See you, Bauer.
Some outfield grass, it's a base hit.
Is that Will Smith? And they said he hit a home run? Oh, fuck Will Smith, dude. I hate Will Smith.
Your attention, please. Now,
I'm hoping that I can... Part of me wants to just straight up bench him when I play with LA. Like, I fucking hate Will Smith. Not the actor. Like, the guy that got jiggy with it, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Because he's one of my all-time favorite human beings. But that man on first base right now, Will Smith, fuck him, dude. He's one of my least favorite players in the league. Not in the league, in this game, though. I'm sure he's... Oh, fuck! And I wasn't even paying attention. Fuck Will Smith! I'm so distracted by how much I hate Will Smith that he just took a fucking base off me. You kidding me? He's got 58 speed. 10 out of 10 times, even though Austin Allen doesn't have as good as an arm as Sean Murphy, he still gets gunned down. 58 speed, didn't take an extra lead. That had to have been a hit and run that he didn't swing on. I'm sure as fuck not going to let that asshole score.
Third time we've written the K next to his name in this one.
Now, designated hitter.
That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
How's Mookie doing in the postseason? Talk about how much people I don't like. Mookie Betts, my all-time favorite player in the league right now. He was my favorite. He was my like top 5 favorite Red Sox. I'd say. I'd probably say he was top 3, actually. Probably say because I wasn't. In hindsight, Pedro's in there, but I wasn't too into baseball when Pedro was
leading off
prime.
The third baseman.
Or David Ortiz 1, obviously. Manny Ramirez 2. I'd say Mookie was 3. And Mookie might have even made it, like, could have made his way into 2nd. But either way, Manny's definitely in there. Pedro's 4. And then 5 to round it out might be Xander Bogaerts or Bogaerts is a good one to go with. Like in my lifetime, that's gonna bloop in. There's Piscotty getting the hits. Now the nice part about having a lefty on the mound to start the game was I've got a little weapon down there in the 8th hole, Mark Canha. Not as good power, but the contact's a lot higher. Gonsolin does not have a single. Like Trinan does, and I think this would have been a great time for him. Then we go to Kenley in the 9th, unless Trinan took over as their closer.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
No! That's the one thing I wanted to avoid was a double play. Ground out into a fielder's choice, strikeout, do whatever. Austin Allen makes the last out. And then I have the 1, 2, and 3 go up in the 9th. Now I've got 9, 1, and 2. Not that Austin Allen's not necessarily bad, but the dude's got 0 speed. So if he gets on, that's a big if. Oh my God! Why are we shifted? Why are you taking your sweet ass time throwing it in? You noodle arm? Fucking, it's like you threw a beach ball. Fuck me, dude. That was so bad. Shit. That weighs like 50 pounds the way he dragged that through the zone, it seemed.
I got the count 0 and 2.
Is this Petit's first time in the postseason? I think it is. Like the first time I've used him, I mean, this postseason.
Throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for route number 1.
The batter, number 5. Shortstop.
Part of me wants to walk Seager here, but I'm not going to. Because Peterson's got really good power against righties. Seager's got good contact. Fuck! Oh my god. All because of that damn shift, dude. A shift that I did not impose. I'm so fucking mad about that.
The left fielder, number 31, Josh.
So next
He's Miro, you fucking suck, dude.
No balls and a strike to count.
Fuck. I knew it was a bad idea going in. I had my doubts. I knew it was obviously going to be better than if I went to Diekman or fucking Lou Trevino. Lou Trevino would have given up 2 home runs by now. Jake Diekman would have walked 5 guys by now. Like, I would have pulled him after the 3rd straight walk, but somehow he would have walked 5 guys still.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
I don't mind losing games and having competitive series. I just hate when it's bullshit, like a shift that I don't want to have on. There's certain guys that I wouldn't shift. Even if the game says so, they're extreme pull hitters, I still wouldn't have shifted Max Muncy. Because to me, he's not fast enough where if he goes the other way, or if he goes to the shift, if he can find the right side and get through the second baseman making a diving play, I have faith in my defense to cover a lot of range. If he can do that and then beat it out for that matter, like say Simeon makes a diving play on the right field grass, he's gonna have plenty of time to get
Your
it out.
attention, please. Now,
You know,
for the Dodgers.
certain guys, yeah, I'm fine with the game shifting for me, but I would rather. To me, it would be perfect if the game. Okay, here's Max Muncy, a guy that the game is saying is an extreme pull hitter to the right side, and it's gonna shift for you. A prompt should come up. Just a little quick one. Press X for shift. Press circle for straight up. You know, or have it being in the options. Do you want? You know, there's 3 settings for shifts. Auto shift, where the game will just do what it's been doing. Shift on its own, no prompt. Or it gives you the prompt. Do you want to shift? Yes or no. You know, that way you can have the control. Or off, where the game will never shift anyone anywhere unless you tell it to without a prompt. You don't get the prompt. It just Muncy's up, boom, throw first pitch, second pitch, whatever. You know, no prompt, no shift either. So on, where it's like how it just was, no prompt, shift was automatic. You came up, you threw a pitch, everyone was where the shift would be. But to me, that would be a perfect feature to have because sometimes I don't want them shifted. Like Joey Gallo, yeah, I want to shift for him. You know, so you just have the prompt come up, or you know, square for yes, circle for no, whatever. Shift him, because maybe there's sometimes where I'm feeling good and I don't want to shift for him. Who knows? But Max Muncy is a guy who I would not have shifted for there. In that situation, too, for that matter. It's a situational thing. Like, when I'm winning, maybe I don't want to shift. If it's a big lead, yeah, don't shift. If I'm down 1, don't shift. Because then, you know, if it's, I don't know, it's just very situational. It's like, what if you bunted there, too? I don't like giving up the chance to give up a bunt base hit because my 3rd baseman's at shortstop.
Line to the right side.
Get down. Fuck you, Cody Bellinger. I think Cody Bellinger's overrated. And it's crazy to say because of how good he is. Like, he is great, and I think top 10 in MLB. Maybe even top 5. But I still think he's a little overrated. Like, I think he's number 5 if he's top 5. I think you got Trout. Yeah, he's number 5 at least. At least. There are at least 4 players that I think are definitely better than him. There is no way that he is on Mike Trout's level. No one is. Absolutely no one is. And there's no way he's on Mookie Betts' level. I think there's no one on Mookie Betts' level other than Mike Trout who's beyond it. I think number 3, who is coming close to Mookie's level, is... see, 3 for me is tough. 3, I want to say Yelich, actually. But Yelich doesn't have the fielding. 4, who I think could easily take over 3 and then even reach Mookie Betts' level, is Ronald Acuna Jr. Ronald Acuna Jr. is better than Cody Bellinger. I'm going to say that right now. Yeah. Cody Bellinger's 5. And if we're not incorporating pitchers into this, because if we are, then we might have to change that a little bit. Because I think that Jacob deGrom, in his prime and healthy, deserves to be in that conversation for top 5. And I honestly think Chris Sale does too. Because if you look at what Chris Sale was doing like in the summer of 2017, or 18. 18 maybe not as much. He was a little bit off in 18 because of the injuries, but like you look what he was doing in the summer of 2017, it was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And if he can come back from Tommy John surgery to go back to how he was, which I know the chances of that are low, if he can come back and be half as good as he was, he's still going to be a top 10 pitcher. But if he comes back and finds himself exactly as good as he was in his peak, in his prime, you know, better than ever, he's got a new elbow, and he puts it to perfect use, he's top 2. He's number 1 in the AL. He's top 2. He puts Garrett Cole to shame. Garrett Cole's good, don't get me wrong, and I think if Garrett Cole can have another year doing what he did last year, then he comes into that conversation. So, I don't know. That's a rant, though.
The 0-1 pitch.
Like, to me, I think Yelich was robbed of the MVP last year. I think Christian Yelich should have won back-to-back MVPs. I think the main driving force between Bellinger winning it is the fact that Yelich missed a lot of time in September.
2-1.
Which sucks because it's like an injury that wasn't his fault. Like, I'm pretty sure he got injured by getting hit by a pitch on the kneecap, if I remember right.
Liner toward right center.
Mark it down.
And
nice.
That's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
This offense got absolutely shut down. I just got done saying you can't keep this offense down. I'm probably going to ground into a double play. 4 hits and 1 run.
Second baseman.
That is so uncharacteristic for this lineup.
Jimmy,
yeah, I'm going to ground into a double play. Like, I can't swing at that because more than likely it's just going to be a ground ball.
For the victory is Clayton Kershaw should the lead hold. Now a ball lying to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. High in the air and drifting out to shallow.
If that falls, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, because chances are he'll be able to pick that up and throw me out a second.
Now batting, shortstop,
Trevor Story. He needs to make something happen.
Story.
Final out here in the ninth. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Whoa, that's down.
2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away.
That's a
Now
ball.
A good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
All right, keep it going. That's what we need. We got the tying run on base. We're not going down without a fight.
Now batting.
But I need Matt Olson to wake the fuck up.
Olson.
Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off.
No, not even close, dude. You don't do that now.
The 1-0. Will be a base hit into center field.
Yeah, we scored a run in the ninth. The tying run 90 feet away. The winning run got onto base. Yeah, I'm not going down that fight. Olsen is coming back to life a little bit here.
Chris Davis next to bat. Line drive to left.
Damn it, dude. I just missed that one.
This is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one as that ball was hit hard, but
see, now what pisses me off the most is this goes back to that bullshit shift. That was so dumb, and that run does not score if we don't shift. Like, the one thing, like, that's the thing that I think is perfect with my setting idea. Because then you get the prompt, you can shift if you want. You turn it off, you have to do the shifting entirely on your own. Or you keep it on, and you never have to do the shifting on your own. You don't even have to do the prompt. You don't have that interruption. But the bullshit to me is the fact that I shouldn't have to have my mindset to, oh shit, are we shifted? I need to do something about this every fucking at bat. unless I want to. Like, I should have that option to. And as far as I know, I don't know if that's a thing. Or if it is a thing, that middle ground isn't there. I know for a fact there's no way to have that prompt. There might be that option to turn auto shifting off. And if there is, I think I'm going to turn it off because it's doing me a lot more harm than good. I would rather give up base hits that just go past my second baseman that he would have been able to make in the shift, as weird as that sounds, than giving up doubles to guys that go the other way. I'm going to actually take a look at that. See if that option is a thing. Gameplay, it would be under fielding, right? Defensive shift. Yeah, manual. Set your defensive shift for sound speeds auto. On auto, the AI will call for defensive shifts in the appropriate situation. On manual, you must call for the shift by accessing the defensive positioning screen. Yeah, I'm going to change that. But I think that prompt would be perfect.
Right fielder.
You know, just a small little quick thing, like, you know, like it takes 5 seconds. You know. Damn, I just missed that.
Going back is the left fielder.
Oh no, I didn't. Piscotty went deep.
Wall, but he comes up empty. This one is
Piscotty just runs in there every now and again.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with
2-0 lead in the fifth in Game 3 of the 1-1 series. Beautiful.
Austin Allen.
Standing in now, Austin Allen.
That's inside. That's a ball.
Breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. Swing and a liner, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Why is Sean Manaea starting? It should have been Julio Urania.
One run in and one
Jose Urania,
so
whatever his name is. Jose, it's Jose.
Out right
Drop in, baby.
That's coming on.
Manaea getting hits. No, I think I put Manaea third actually.
He came to play today, not just only on
the batter, number 22.
Come on, let's wake this offense up.
And help this offense put itself in position to score
or ground into a double play. Same thing.
Turner, the second for one. Go to Muncy to finish the double play.
But I got a lefty out there, which is nice against this
Leading
lineup.
up for the Dodgers.
Well, actually, let me phrase it. It's Bellinger and
Cody
Seager and
Bellinger
Peterson, but that's about it. Actually, no, it doesn't really matter.
Barely able to make contact.
They don't really have a dominant hitter against lefties. Like, I mean, Bellinger's still a great hitter against lefties, but
he was a 4th-round selection back in the draft.
he's like, there's a clear difference, I believe.
I know a lot of people
Yeah,
weren't sure
like that's still very good, but
he has
there's a clear difference.
One of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Ready to deliver.
The center fielder, number 11.
I'm trying to think, like, Mookie's not bad against lefties either, but he's definitely better against righties. So I think that's, like, if I can think of anyone to replace in this Dodgers lineup when I play with them, like, if I'm looking, that's what I'm going to look for is, to hit lefties.
But he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
I think Pollock might be actually good against lefties. I don't remember. None of their main guys are, though. You know, like Betts, Bellinger, Turner. I mean, Turner's not bad. Muncy. Turner's not bad against lefties, but it could be a lot better still.
Next 0-2.
Getting sick. The pitch is getting fouled off, I can tell you that. Ooh, you know what?
Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down out there for
maybe I'll go for a walk tomorrow, because it just dawned on me. I might not go for a drive, because I'm going to have to drive to the airport and back. That's about an hour and 10 each way. I'll go for a 220-minute drive in the morning.
This might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base.
Fuck Will Smith, get his ass out. How is he against lefties?
Yeah, fuck him. One good at-bat at a time.
Oh, sir.
Just a bit low.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more
dude. Will Smith is always one or the other. Either the biggest thorn in my side and I can't stand him, or I just sit his bitch ass down left and right like that. Bitch ass.
Your attention, please.
Ooh, they're already
Hitting
pulling.
to the Dodgers.
It's weird. They're getting some quick triggers here. Normally you don't see that. Usually they keep him in for too long.
Down the left field line and deep.
Pinch hitting for him in the 5th. He's not even going to see the 6th inning at all.
And they can't run it down.
Which I guess that's one thing because it's, you know, you want that at bat. You got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, but in the 5th. But like in that, when Kershaw got pulled, that was a little surprising. God, long at bats are getting annoying. Mania might not see the. Fuck. God, I threw him off 91 down the middle and he didn't do anything with it.
Again, another foul ball.
Who's Kike against lefty? 66, 66. How many pitches is this? I think this is the 9th because I think there's an 8 underneath that.
Another 0-2 coming. But a
Fuck
good
you.
play by the first baseman to spear this
Big
one.
Matt Olson, long limbs.
Your attention, please.
Takes over to start the
Now
6th
pitching
inning on
for
the
the
mound.
Dodgers. Number
Coming
46.
to the plate now, Marcus Semien. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Did you say that he was with Chicago and Detroit? So I definitely don't remember that if that's the case.
And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff.
I can't remember who else Simeon has played for. I know it's been at least one team. I don't know if that was for him or Tony Gonsolin. No, it had to be him because Gonsolin, this is his first year.
The shortstop.
Another
Trevor
base hit, leading
Story.
off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason. So
Damn it,
Story
too
steps
hard.
in now. Bellinger is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting.
So here's the
The
cleanup.
first
hitter,
baseman.
Matt Olson. No
Matt
hits in 2 trips to the
Olson.
plate for him in the ball game.
Yeah, Olson just nothing. He's nothing.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
He probably ground into a double play for that matter. He just has not been able to live up to his regular season bar, his standard that he set from March to October, in October.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
hey boys, you talking about getting your
Matt
own
Olson was,
swing on
I did
right
not
here?
expect him to be the
That's
guy
what
that's
it
just
looks
there.
like. A guy
Every now and
with
again gets a
massive
hit, and like
power.
he's done some
Let
stuff. But, like nothing really spectacular.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Nothing to his standard, other than ground into double plays! How do you take that pitch that's so inside? Oh my god!
Now back to the top of the lineup.
Alright,
Stepping
Manaya's
in,
gonna get
Leading
a...
up for the
And at this
Dodgers.
point in
You
the
sit
game,
down.
I think
The
it's
second
clear that
baseman.
the plan of attack
Number
against the
9.
top of the order has worked.
If Manaya gives up a...
One hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game.
I'll say scoring
Swing and a
position.
drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he
Nice, it is earlier than I thought. It's only 2:20. That was also a scary deep fly ball.
Right, and that's the
That's
first
the
out of the inning.
He got the out.
Now
So I
batting.
want him to get through. Oh wow, Mookie's actually got really good contact with lefties. Was not expecting that.
Seager.
Power could be better though, but
This is in the air out to straightaway center.
yeah. Sean Manaea, you're not really missing the barrel too much.
Now batting.
I don't know who that is. That was just Mookie's walk-up music, but it definitely sounded like Jay-Z.
No balls and one strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
The real question is Urania going to be able to handle the postseason spotlight? The World Series spotlight, no less. Because he was surprisingly great all year. Like, he had great numbers when I picked him up from Miami, and they never really changed. Like, they never really went to that much higher. Davis 1 for 2 with a single last game.
Lead off here as we begin inning number 7.
Davis.
Set and the pitch.
Damn it.
Swing and a missile sent out to center field. Back goes Pollock.
He's going to die out.
Leaps and
Oh.
he made the catch. He took one out of the stands. Santa Maria.
Now batting.
That was a
The
pretty
third baseman.
spectacular catch right
Matt.
there. A lot of
Fuck
guys
you,
miss
bullshit.
that jump because they're worried about the wall
Fuck
coming up.
you.
But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Ready once again. Matt
Oh,
Chapman.
that's it. I'm
He
pissed
flew out
off.
in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went
Time to
deep
step it up.
his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's
Ball.
big power, he's feeling pretty good
1
at
and
the
0.
dish. Look for him to try and get on something. And
For
drive it
anyone
hard
else but
this AB.
anyone else, I would have been fine. Maybe Olsen, I would have been pissed. But
That evens
fucking
it up,
Chris
1-1.
Davis. Oh, come on. Fuck you.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off.
Stop throwing these fucking bitch balls right there, dude.
I'll try
No,
to pick
that
up
missed. That's a
outside
ball.
corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Breaking ball
Full
that
count.
time that misses out of the zone.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting
Fuck
one in.
you.
And that's in there for a called third
Fucking
strike.
splitter
on the
looking like a
flip-fingered
curveball.
fastball, 2 away.
Now batting.
Outfielder
I mean, Stephen
Right
Piscotty
fielder
took you
Scotty
fucking
the
guys
next
deep,
man.
so
A hit
fuck
in
you.
2 at-bats
That's all that
for the
matters.
first point in the ballgame.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball
God,
on.
dude.
He didn't hit it.
Why does a
up front, he did
fastball
it.
run so far off the plate looking like that?
Throw to first.
You sure he was on the bag?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Whatever.
Last
Alright,
half of the 7th here. Ready for
leading
another
off
chance.
for the Dodgers.
Muncy. He
Fuck.
struck
I'm
The
out.
gonna
first baseman.
see if Manaea can get Muncy.
Matt.
Starting to run out of
Muncy.
time. They haven't been able to
That's a
score
ball.
any runs.
Where's the
As
consistency?
moving
Because
late
that's
into
such a
this
bad
one,
pitch
perfect
to call
night
a
for the
strike,
leadoff
but I've
guy.
had it called a
Try
strike
to
on
get
me,
on base and
so it should
ignite
be a
the rally.
strike there too.
1-1 to the
1-1.
Dodgers' first
I'm
baseman.
fine with that being a ball. I agree that that's a ball. But with this umpire setting, that should be a strike. Because how is that pitch a strike, but the one directly below it and just a tad bit more to the left is a ball?
To give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Struck
Fuck
him
you.
out. Struck him
Okay.
out again.
Naya, you have done your job. I know Turner's in between them, which sucks.
Now
But I'm going
batting.
to say that JB
Third
Wendelken
baseman.
hopefully can get through these next 2 batters.
Ground-out victim last time.
Turner.
Wendelken from here on out is going to be my
Ladies and
7th inning guy. Beautiful. One pitch gets the out on a ground
Now
out.
pitching for the Athletic.
Wendelken's going to be the 7th inning guy for these next 2
57.
games,
JB
with obviously Joaquim Soria and
Wendelken.
Liam Hendricks keeping their roles 8th and 9th. Yusmeiro Petit will be the guy where if we have a solid lead,
2 out, nobody on.
then he can come in.
Oh, has him looking
And if it's a
silly.
huge lead, then obviously I'll go to Lazardo.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in position.
Jake Diekman and Lou
for
Trevino
success."
can kiss my dick.
And we'll have to leave it there.
Jake Diekman, I will never use him, period.
Ross
Lou
Strickland
Trevino,
is summoned
he
from
fucking
the bullpen
sucked
as
his
he'll
way
do so
right
to
into that
start the
role.
8th.
Leading off for the Athletic.
He earned it.
The
He
catcher,
earned not playing.
Austin Allen.
Started to go down after
No
it.
ball.
Why did that look like a
Strike
curveball?
One.
Fuck out of here, dude.
And this fastball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
God, where is my offense, dude? This offense was so explosive, and I thought for sure we'd be just tearing it up through October.
Yanked high and deep down
Now I'm just doing that. Great pitches and just foul, foul, foul. Or ground out. Or, like, you know, just barely getting out.
Line to the right side.
There you go, Austin Allen. Like, Allen was explosive. Ramon Laureano was explosive. Chris Davis was unholy. Mark Canha, come on, spark at this.
Your attention, please.
Get things going.
Pinch hitting
Mark
for the
Canha
Athletic.
was alright. Like, Canha was just there, but he had an average at least.
Mark Canha.
Piscotty would run into one. Story was alright. Instead, look at that. Fucking hit it with your knuckles and pop out.
Under it, one down.
Now batting.
And
Number
that'll bring in
22.
Ramon Laureano. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
No, that's it.
Now the
Soria
Dodgers
warming
get a
up?
right-hander up and throwing
No,
in the
he's not.
bullpen.
Shit. Thought I caught
Runners
that.
on first with one down.
Naturally.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? To second for one.
He's out.
Throw to Muncy to finish the double play. That retires the side.
I was only half ready because of that bullshit. No, I'm not double switching.
Your attention, please.
On to pitch
Now
out of
pitching
the
for the
bullpen in the
A's.
bottom half of the eighth.
Number 48.
Watches a fastball right
Joaquin
there for strike
Oh,
one.
and one.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting. Catcher, Will
Now the pitch. Will
Smith.
Smith
That's down. That's the
stands
ball.
in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you
1
just
and 2.
have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
With how hard guys throw these days,
Ladies and gentlemen,
94 miles
your
an hour
attention,
is
please.
good, but not as
Pinch hitting for
impressive
the
as it
Dodgers.
used to be.
Nope, ball.
Professional
Number
hitters can't
3.
catch up with that, so
Chris.
it's all about setting the fastball
Taylor.
up with off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
1 and 1.
1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Taylor playing here in his age 29 season. He was a fifth, and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will.
Your attention, please.
Hitters from the pen to
Now
start the
pitching
ninth
for
inning
the
as he'll
Dodgers.
try to keep the score
Number
right where it is
49.
heading to the bottom of the
Blake.
ninth.
Right there.
First pitch of the at-bat. Marcus Semien
That's the ball.
is
That's
at the
down.
plate as he watches ball one. Shot back up the middle. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. Ninth inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Dero, not a
Up
bad
next
night.
for Oakland,
3 singles, but
the
hey,
shortstop,
he'll take 3 for 4
Trevor
every day of the week.
Story.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Giving chase is Bellinger. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting.
Settling in now,
The first
Matt
baseman,
Olson. He's hit
Matt
this in 3 at-bats to this
Olson.
point. First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The left
Here's
fielder,
Chris.
number
A.J. Pollock has 59 fielding ability. 59. He has 58 reaction and only 64 speed. A.J. Pollock is a meh center fielder at best. Borderline mediocre with only 59 fielding, 58 reaction. Do I have room to talk because can I play Major League center field? God, no. But A.J. Pollock at 59 fielding, 58 reaction, 64 speed has no right to make plays that he has played tonight, that he has done tonight. Robbing the home run? Sure as fuck not. The diving catch? Sure as fuck not. That was a guaranteed base hit that with his speed, his reaction, and his fielding, that ball should have fallen. And if he was smart enough to not dive for it and keep it in front of him, would have been a nice single, first and second, one out. I believe one out. Or if A.J. Pollock with 59 fielding, 58 reaction, and 64 speed dove for that ball, one of two things should have happened. One, if he's lucky, it hits him and stays in front of him, and again, just a single. Or two, more likely, it goes by him, and he misses it, because he has 59 fielding, 58 reaction, 64 speed. When Chris Davis hit that ball to center field, A.J. Pollock, with his 59 fielding and his 58 reaction and his 64 speed, should have had one of three results. One, he doesn't get back to the wall in time, therefore not even coming close to robbing it. Two, he mistimes his jump, and he misses the ball, and he looks like he came close, but it's still a home run. Or three, again, with his 59 reaction, or 58 reaction, 59 fielding, 64 speed, if he makes it back in time to the wall, and with his meh, not really that good fielding, or reaction, is back in time at the wall, and he times his jump, the ball hits him, and it caroms off him. Double. Not a home run, but he took it away. He didn't take the at-bat, the hit away, but he took the home run away. You have to settle for a double. That is what I mean when I say that this game is fucking me. Because if I were playing right now with A.J. Pollock, or anyone else that had 59, even better, say he had 64 fielding, and 63 reaction, and then, like 70 speed. And I tried to make either one of those plays with perfect timing on pressing the buttons and doing the best that I can, and say I'm the best MLB The Show player in the world. Absolutely, there's no one better than me. And I go up there with attributes better than this. I'm not making that play. Again, at best, the ball hits me. And I end up keeping them to a single on this play that he just made, and holding Chris Davis to a double with what that should have been a home run. This is fucking bullshit. That is what's so fucking annoying and terrible about this game. Is this game fun? Yeah, I wouldn't play it if it wasn't. Is this game unfair at times and fucking dumb, and with how fucking I can't even think of words to describe it. I'm so fucking aggravated. But that's this fucking game. It's fun, and I'm not mad that it doesn't always go my way, because that's how baseball is. But what I'm mad about is the things like if I'm gonna hit a ball and sometimes I get hit, sometimes I don't. That's fine. What I'm mad about is if I have 59 fielding, 58 reaction, 64 speed, perfectly time my buttons, that's not a catch that gets made. Or it doesn't even give me the option of making that catch. Like, if I want to make that dive, he'll probably fucking jump for it because they're the same button. Same thing again with the strike zone. If I have my setting for the umpire's accuracy when it comes to the strike zone, and I have it set right here to perfect, this setting will have the strike zone be called perfectly to its exact dimensions. That means every time a ball is thrown, if it is in the strike zone in its exact dimensions, that means there's no error. There is no error, and there's 100% consistency. If I throw a ball and it is on the black, and maybe it's a 50-50 call in real life, but because I have this set to perfect, that is not real life, it should be called a strike. 110% of the time, every single time that pitch is thrown, whether it's by me or by the computer against me, and I look at it, it should be a strike. And I'm fine with looking at that ball and having it called a strike going against me because it's the consistency of it. I'm fine with that. And if I had it set to personalized or average, and sometimes the call goes my way and sometimes it doesn't, that's fine. That's perfectly fine because of the setting. But on this one, no. Not okay. That is not acceptable. If I have it here and I throw a pitch and it's 0-2 and it's a big situation, or it's 3-2 and it's a big situation, same with this one, and I end up giving up the walk instead of getting the strike call, am I going to be pissed off that I didn't get the call? Yeah, because I just walked, say it's bases loaded, and I just walked in a run. Am I pissed off that I didn't get it? Yeah. Am I pissed at the game? No. Because that's how these settings are. And I fucked up. I made the mistake of not being able to get it too far onto the zone, or to the hitter's credit, he looked at a very close pitch. Or he got lucky and he looked at a strike that should have been a ball. Or that he looked at a ball that should have been a strike. On this one, though, if it's bases loaded, 3-2 count, and I throw a pitch that should have been a strike, and it's called a ball on the black, that is unfucking acceptable. And that's the problem with this game. It is so fucking annoying with how they will try to fuck you and make it unfair to you, the player. If it's not on this setting, that's fine. If it is on this setting, no. You are just ass fucking me. And it's so dumb. It is so dumb, because this can be and is a fun game, a great game. I can go 0 for 162. I will play a franchise, all 9 innings, 162 games, and spring training. Fuck it. And I could lose every single game 10-0, or 1-0, or 5-4, 1-run games, blowouts, whatever, you name it. If the game wasn't fucking me and I earned those losses, that's fine. Am I going to be mad? Yeah, at myself, because I couldn't get it done. But when the game intervenes and fucks me, that's when I'm irate. Because it's not my... If I earn a loss, I earned a loss. But when I have bullshit happen to me where I didn't earn the loss, it's bullshit. That shift, that in Game 2, or Game 3, whatever, I think it was Game 2, because this is Game 3. In Game 2, Muncy gets a double, because the fielding positions were not how I wanted them. There was a shift put on that I was unaware of, against my knowledge, against my will, and against something that I would not have done. If the shift is not on there, Matt Chapman is in his regular third base position, 10 times out of 10 because Matt Chapman is the best defensive third baseman in baseball. It's a routine ground out. Matt Chapman picks it up. He has plenty of time. He doesn't have to rush a throw. He has plenty of time to throw. And then Matt Olson, with his wide-ass frame and his long-ass limbs, can easily shag a throw if it's a little high or a little wide. And on top of that, he's a great fielder on top of that too. So if it's in the dirt and it one hops, he's gonna make that catch still. He's got long limbs. He can stretch. It's a routine out. More than likely from there, I get out of the inning without giving up a run. So it's only a 2-run lead or a 1-run lead, whatever it was. And when I come up in the 9th and I score a run, that ties it. I scored in the 9th what would have tied the game had it not been for that Muncy double, followed up by the RBIs eventually that got him in. That's my problem. It is so fucking annoying when this game does shit like that.
Davis now.
Chris Davis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ball that's
got out. Or on top of that too. What the fuck is a perfect grounder? Like, honestly, even if you get a ground ball base hit, we'll say that, in the Muncy situation, he got a ground ball double, just barely out of the infield, rolled it up the left field line against the shift, got a double. So yeah, I suppose that would be like if you get if there ever were a grounder that is best case scenario perfect, that'd probably be it. Without any errors on the play or anything like that, it's strictly just a ground ball base hit and you got a double out of it. Yeah, that's probably a perfect grounder. But in this game's eyes, perfect means you had perfect timing, perfect contact. Which, what else could that be other than you got the barrel of the bat to the ball, squared it up perfectly right when it was in the best possible spot you could hit it in. And in which case, there should only be one result. Perfect timing, perfect contact? I mean, sure, maybe there's some guys that can't muscle it over the wall, but they get it right to it. Or they get it as deep as they can hit it. But no, even then, perfect contact. Because there are guys, Ichiro Suzuki, guy who is known for not hitting home runs, but plenty of hits because he's known to get perfect, just as good contact as you can get. But he still hit home runs when he got perfect timing, perfect contact. There are guys in probably low high school that if they hit a ball with perfect timing and perfect contact, they could hit it out of a major league park. Guys that if they made it, pitchers who have zero contact, zero power, they can run into one. And you know how they run into one in real life? Say a guy who's not, known, because there are some pitchers that can hit, like Madison Bumgarner, for example. But say someone, I don't know, let me look at Red Sox pitchers, like Chris Sale. Chris Sale's not known for hitting. He's not like a pitcher that if he were on a National League team, he could actually hit the ball. As far as I know, it's maybe untapped potential. I don't know. But regardless, say Chris Sale can't hit. He's not known for hitting. Or like John Lester. I don't think John Lester has ever been known for hitting. But if they hit a home run, I've seen Josh Beckett. Josh Beckett hit a home run when he was with the Red Sox. It's a perfect example. Josh Beckett, as far as I know, not really a good hitting pitcher. Or for the sake of this, we'll pretend that he's not. When he hit a home run in Philadelphia for the Red Sox, I think it was spring training, but regardless, when he hit that home run, you know what he did? He swung the bat and got perfect timing with the perfect contact. That is a perfect storm. It's a matter of he can't exactly do that often or ever. But he did it there. So there's only one result. Over the wall. Gone. There's no perfect liner. If there is a perfect liner, it's high enough to get over the wall. It's far enough to get over the wall. It's hard enough to get over the wall. To me, that's what perfect is. Because that's what is perfect. Perfect is the best case scenario. It's the best thing you could ask for. There's nothing better than it. It is literally in no way, shape, or form has any flaws. It is completely flawless. And what is the most flawless result in baseball? Home runs. There's the three true results, the home run, the walk, or the strikeout. Out of those three, obviously the strikeout isn't good because that's the worst case scenario. For the most part, the worst case scenario. That is zero productivity though. You strike out, nothing happened. Nothing in the game changed other than an out is recorded and you did jack shit. If you walk, that's like the neutral result. You got on base, you can get a hit, but you got on base. Didn't really change the game too much, unless walks are situational. But home runs, no matter what you do, if you hit a home run, you have impacted the game, you have changed the game. You have scored a run, at least one. You've got a hit, you've got a run, and you've got an RBI, all in one swing because you had perfect timing and perfect contact. If it's a ball down, if it's a ball up, a ball in, a ball out, middle in, middle out, whatever. Up and in, up and away, down and away, down and in, middle in, down and middle, up and middle, whatever. If you are able to find that pitch anywhere in the zone or just outside of it even, and you make perfect contact with perfect timing on your swing, every time it should go over the wall. Because that means you were looking there, you got the barrel of the bat to the ball, right where it needed to be, right when it needed to be there. So if you're perfect with your swing and your timing, you should get the perfect result. So I don't know. There's a lot of bullshit in this game when you think about it. I'm sure there's a lot of bullshit when you don't think about it too. But I don't know. I'm fine. I just broke and I just had a mental rant. I need to get a drink and some Zyrtec. Cool. Go for a quick little break. Give myself a walk. Before I talk myself into a migraine. Pop some Pringles too. A big move for chocolate last night. I never had any. I got minis right here. This is totally random, but Hershey's definitely makes M&Ms, right? I'm gonna Google that one quick. Does Hershey make M&Ms? Oh, the two M's stand for Mars and Murray. Murray received a 20% stake in the company, and for several years, M&Ms were made using Hershey's chocolate. The two M's didn't see eye to eye on the company's direction, however, so in 1949, Mars bought out Murray for $1 million and took control. Mars is a company known for the confectionery items that it creates, such as Mars bars, Milky Ways, M&M's, Skittles, Snickers, and Twix. Orbic is among the most popular brands, managed by the Mars subsidiary brand Wrigley. Oh, I knew that. Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Right. He makes the catch.
Interesting to see M&M's with Hershey's
So
chocolate.
the batting order turns over now.
Bottom of the ninth.
Leading off
Good
for the
luck
Dodgers,
scoring runs off Liam Hendricks.
the second baseman, number 9. Your attention, please.
And walking
Now
straight for
pitching
that.
for Oakland, number 16, Liam Hendricks.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Two-seamer there as this is fouled off to the left side. The 1-2.
I'm going to find that rant later and have to post it on Reddit and see if other people have the same feelings.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. First pitch of the at-bat.
The batter, number 5, shortstop,
taken, but that goes right on for a strike.
Seager.
Quickly 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one.
Damn,
down
dude.
on strike for the second out.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Rudy has like 98
The right
contact,
fielder.
69 power. Against
no
the
key.
Find a way in this situation.
Bet.
Yeah, I think they're fucking moving in the power department a little bit here. All right, that's a game 3 win. We're up 2-1. 2 more wins to go.
Are going to take home field advantage right back. They win game 3 to go up 2-1 as this one is over. So it's now a 2-1 series. And guys, where does this put the narrative entering game 4?
Well, after 3 games, the series obviously can't be any closer to this, but the Game 4 outcome is going to have enormous implication on what the narrative becomes. We'll either see this series deadlock at 2 or a 3-1 stranglehold.
Yeah, and what a world of difference between those two situations, Dan. Game 4 is going to be a golden opportunity for one team to seize control of this series. Basically, a state of emergency for the other.
Okay. We are up 4-2 in game 4. And up 2-1 in the series. Nice. Ross Stripling is in.
For a report on this club's outlook heading into game 4, here's Heidi Watney.
Leading off for the Athletics,
Digging in, Matt
the third
Chapman.
baseman,
He got under one
Matt
and popped out his
Chapman.
last time up. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Close at first.
I can't wait to play this team on beginner.
Now batting,
Can't wait to play beginner channel. Trevor Story
Trevor
shot.
Steps in.
Story.
There's 2 RBIs in the game.
Previous history with Ross Stripling. 2 hits in 7 tries.
What the fuck, dude? Yeah, I'm playing like shit. You know what? I'm not gonna finish this tonight. I'm gonna stop now, actually. I'll finish this inning.
now batting,
Austin
catcher,
Allen.
Austin
I'll finish this tomorrow.
Allen.
Maybe I'll play better during the day. I don't know. But I need to get off, eat, drink, sleep, do whatever.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Austin Allen with the 6-3.
1-0.
That's one thing that's gonna be nice. Is nice Austin Allen.
Drive
Nice.
to right. There it goes. Bellinger looking up. And it's gone.
Yeah, of course, what's a series without it raining at least once? I'm going to, when I'm playing on beginner, it's going to be easy to make decisions about my lineup. Because, like, for example, I played Sean Murphy over Austin Allen because Murphy seemed like the better fit at first, and he was much better of a fielder. But when I'm playing on beginner, and I'm just going to be power swinging for the fences and everything, I'm going to pick my lineups solely based off of why is Frankie Montas starting this game? Solely off of hitting ability. Also, Montas, I'm going to pull you actually. So I can go
5 runs, 6 hits.
use Miro for the 6th, Wendelken for the 7th, so on and so forth. Can I fucking call timeout? I'm not. Pinch hit, dude. Even though you're down on 1. Well, Piscotty's going to be my best bet. You know, I'm going to give Tony 54, 60, 62, 50. Yeah, Piscotty.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for the Athletics. Number 25, Stephen Piscotty.
Yeah, didn't make a difference.
He's got it. Throw on to Muncy gets him, and with that they'll end.
Yeah, I would have loved to have finished this tonight.
Now pitching for the Athletics.
New pitch.
And, you know, do my review and all that, but it's already 3 o'clock now. That rant took a while. Really riled me up. All the bullshit in general, but... So... I wonder who won the Tom Brady, Phil Mickelson, Tiger Woods. Peyton Manning thing. Top 10 team sports athletes in history. It's just a random tweet. It's not my list. Tom Brady, 1. So this is 1 through 10. Or I'll start at the bottom and work my way up, I guess. Number 10, Bobby Orr. 9, LeBron James. 8, Barry Bonds. 7, Jerry Rice. 6, Bill Russell. 5, Pele. 4, Wayne Gretzky. 3, Babe Ruth. 2, Michael Jordan. 1, Tom Brady. I don't know. That seems a little weird of a list. Where Tom Brady isn't a great golfer, but how could he be? While everyone else was golfing in January and February, Brady was busy winning playoff games and Super Bowls. Also, Peyton Manning retired before him. Peyton Manning says he should have brought Eli or Nick Foles to caddy against Tom Brady. It's actually pretty funny. Because, let's see, we've lost 3 Super Bowls, 2 to Eli and 1 to Nick Foles. And the rest we've won. Eli Manning's been killing it on Twitter so far. 35 tweets in. Okay, but who actually won? I know Tom Brady got a hole-in-one, I believe. Or, I don't know if that's from... I think that's a hole-in-one. Either way. Tom Brady after a rough 3+ holes. Hey, when does football season start? I'm ready. Do I yell at friends for breaking social distancing, knowing it'll probably just alienate me from them, or do I just shove that anger deep inside me forever and pretend that they aren't being horrifically selfish. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. This is such a weird comparison. What the hell? I mean, I know it's a joke, like a meme, but it's like one of those like meme comparisons, like Young Thug. It says A, fuck cancer, and it says Steph Curry. It says couldn't make a half-court shot to raise $500,000 for Sager Strong in 5+ tries. And in parentheses underneath it says possibly pro cancer. The fuck. It's weird knowing the 3DS had Netflix, YouTube, web browser, and themes, yet the Switch doesn't. Not to mention the 3DS also had a camera. It was crap, but still. That's actually... wow. Yeah, Nintendo really does take 2 steps forward and 5 steps back. Even the Vita had basic stuff. What's what Nintendo scared of? Either being lazy since they're making bank, or they don't care. Yeah, that is weird. I do remember that. I saw YouTube on my 3DS and I was like, the fuck? I wonder what the guy who invented the internet would think if he could see it today. Would he be proud or go back in time and dedicate his life to make sure it never gets created? I don't know what the fuck I just watched.
Thanks for coming, pal. Not a popular move there. Jackson DeVille. Not as effective, Jackson DeVille. Thanks for coming, pal. Not a popular move there.
I hate mascots, he says. That's funny. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm just kind of talking to myself at this point. I can't see who won the fucking golf match, apparently. I could just Google it, I'm sure, but... Nicki Minaj is coming? It says... Someone tweeted, the fact that we trending above them, love that for us. Hashtag Nicki Minaj is coming. And it says on the trending list, yeah, Nicki Minaj is coming is literally like placed above Cardi B is coming. However, the Nicki Minaj is coming hashtag has 67.2 thousand tweets. Cardi B is coming has 106,000 tweets. Like that's the hell? I mean, they're both just trash now. Nicki Minaj fell off, and Cardi B has never really been like good. Are they making a song together? I don't understand. One of them's dropping Friday, it seems. Or probably just a single, but... Oh my god. It's weird. I don't know, Nicki Minaj used to be a lot better. Okay, so Peyton and Tiger won, because I'm seeing Tom Brady can't win without Bill Belichick. Skip Bayless tomorrow at 7 a.m. Tom Brady has 0-1 since leaving Bill Belichick. The match 2? Wait. What was the match 1 then? Whatever.
Give you some shots, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna give you some shots, man. I want some of you.
It'll turn on. Don't worry, it ain't over yet.
Go in! Yeah! Goodness! You made it!
Wow.
Hey, man.
Chuck.
I got that's all too.
Shut your mouth, Chuck. Medicine.
That's funny.
Chuck.
Okay, now I'm gone.